Live from Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. It's a beautiful night for the Sunday Night Showcase. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Washington Nationals. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Well, Singy, we get to see one of the hottest hitters in the league today. Quite the streak he's riding.
Seriously, Boog, he's been on fire at the plate. A major boost for this team, and I enjoy seeing greatness on display, and this guy just gets it done.
First pitch coming your way next. And today's starting pitcher, Miles Michaelis. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
That's a laser base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Here comes the 0-1. Shohei on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
Man at second. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The 2-2 goes down swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. There's a Pirates lineup now. And probably their most productive player so far this year, Aaron Judge. On the ground, and that's just foul. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though.
That one is absolutely belted. Suzuki going back, reaching for it, and brings it in. Now it'll be Washington's turn. It's a scoreless ball game. Back after this on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the mound for Pittsburgh in this one, Roki Sasaki. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
James Wood digging in for the Nationals.
Tonight, the left fielder, number 29, James Wood.
And that is out of play. Yo, one. Swing and a miss at a slider. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. As we take a look at the Nationals lineup. Of course, one of the best players in the game today, C.J. Abrams.
And Boog, he's their team leader in home runs, so you know the pitchers on that other side, man. They took a lot of time preparing for him in that pregame meeting. You know, he's got a lot of pop, and it's real pop. It's not fluky at all. He can absolutely change the outlook of a game very quickly, so watch out when he steps in.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting third, the designated hitter, number 34.
Masataka Yoshida getting ready to hit.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Currently with a 13-game hitting streak.
In the dirt. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Strike in there. Throw. Save.
Pretty impressive from the three-hole hitter. Picks up the single, then swipes second to get into scoring position. Now, that's not going to show up on the slugging percentage very much, but it works the same way for the team. Let's see if they can drive him in now.
One out and a runner at second here in the third and final game of the series. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
In the air, out towards left center. 2 down.
Batting fourth, the catcher, Ruhi.
And that one clips the corner.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Fastball for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Man on second, 2 down. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And the 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swings and misses, and that's the third out. So nothing in the Washington half of the first. We're scoreless through an inning at Nationals Park on the show. Welcome back to the Sunday Night Showcase on MLB The Show. Top of the second. Here comes Aaron Judge. And ball one to Judge. And Chris, his home run numbers this season are good enough to rank him in the top 10 in the league. Base knock center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Here we go, Miles.
That's in there. Strike one. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Second inning here, no score.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Got him swinging. That K is his third of the game.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Willie Mays up to hit. There's a line drive to left field. Out number 2.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Marte went deep in his most recent game. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball.
That's in. Ball 2.
Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Batting up, the third baseman, number 7, Kazuma.
First and second, 2 outs. Kazuma Okamoto digs in now. Swings through that one. Two on, 2 outs. Line drive, base hit. Here comes the judge around third. Throw sails over his head at first. He'll score, and the Pirates take the lead.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself.
Oh, it's pretty impressive how he continues to get it done at the plate, dude. Hot bat coming in, and we've seen no drop off today, and the trend just continues.
Traffic on the bases with one already in here at the top of the second.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one not close. And that's ball 3. Francisco Lindor next to bat for the Bucks. In the air to left center. Wood on the move. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 1-0. This is the Sunday night showcase on MLB The Show. Back here in Nationals Park, bottom of the second, Jaron Duran digging in for the Nationals. That's hard hit in the line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. And the bottom of the second starts with a double.
Batting 6. The second
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
That one fouled off. Man at second.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make players earn it.
In the dirt, blocked. This one in the air, center field. Mays under it, and there's one down.
Batting 7. The third baseman, number 8.
So now with one away and a man at second, Jose Tena will hit next. It's amazing. We get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup.
On the ground at first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Batting 8. The right fielder, Ichiro Suzuki.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Battling here as he fouls it away.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
1-2 now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2 outs and a runner at third. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one misses. Full count now. Andres Chaparro would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. Left field, way back there. That one carrying. One hopper off the wall, and that should bring in the run. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Andres Chaparro now at the plate. Chaparro matched a homer in his last game. Two outs and one in scoring position. Fouled off down the right side. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We played 2 full. All tied 1-1. New inning getting started. Here's Francisco Lindor.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
This one in the air, center field. Durant on his way over, and there's one away.
Up next to the Pirates, the catcher, number 35, Raleigh.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, and you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Back up the middle and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Great recovery in this one. Early in the count, he looked lost, but finished strong with a nice line drive.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. Flied to right his first time. Tied up here in the early going. That one finds the zone. That's strike 2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
The 0-2. Swings and misses. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Pretty much textbook pitching for the 3-pitch K right there. Jumped ahead 0-2 on 2 pitches he didn't want to go after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive trying to protect, he expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. He gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to a minimum. Very nice.
Raleigh leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
And a 1-1. Fought off foul. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Durant quickly gets it back in. Lead runner to second with 2 gone.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
First and second, 2 outs. Munetaka Murakami, the next Pirate to hit. Two on, 2 outs. Line drive. And that's the 3rd out. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All tied. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
The 2-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Hard ground ball, base knock. And after grinding through that at bat, he gets the best of it.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, DJ Abrams.
That one pulled foul.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Fires to second for one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Up next for the Nationals, the designated hitter, number 34.
One out, man at first. Masataka Yoshida digging in for the Nationals. He's 0 for 1. Now a quick throw to first. Abrams back on a dive.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Here's a 1-1.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
The 2-1. That one catches the corner for a strike.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass in the ball.
That one lifted to left. Alvarez gets under it, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Nationals, the catcher, Rooney.
Let's go, Keeper.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
So the call will stand. One challenge remaining for them now. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Strike 3, it's a strikeout for Roki. Nationals lead 1. Score remains tied 1-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
24, Willie May.
First offering way inside, almost got him. In the air to left center. Wood has a beat on it. One down.
The batter, number 6, second baseman, Marquez.
In the air, center field. Durant on the move. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the third baseman, number 7,
Kazuma Okamoto, the next to hit.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
And a base hit up the middle. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
First offering, foul tipped, and oh man, that rang off his mask. You could hear it from up here. The 0-1. That one ripped, but foul.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. On to first. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Tied 1-1. Back here for the Sunday night showcase. Bottom of the 4th. Jarren Duran digging in for the Nationals.
You know, these Nationals showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Ground ball up the middle. Makes a sliding stop. Over to first. But he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Quick move to first. Duran back in on a dive.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
First offering. Runner goes. Swing and a ball popped in the air. 1 away. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Well, he's known for that 4-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. And he's been pretty solid till now, so he may stick with this strategy.
Fouled off. He was late. On the ground right side, and it goes just foul. 1 away, tie game, go-ahead run stands at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one inside, look out. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Go ahead run on base. Ichiro Suzuki digging in for the Nationals. Hit hard, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
The first baseman.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And the 0-1. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Got him swinging for the K.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. One now. Smoked on the ground a second. Fires to first in time.
Up next to the
And
plate,
here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Raleigh.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Activity in the bullpen for the Nationals. Richard Lovelady. Williams also throwing. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. He muscles that one out of here. And the Pirates take the lead. It's 2-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Miles Michaelis. On to pitch now for the Nationals, Richard Lovelady.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
1 down. Yordan Alvarez getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 2.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
That's towards center. Duran moving under it. And that'll do it. Cannonball coming. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. It's the Sunday night showcase on MLB The Show. Back in Washington, D.C., we head to the bottom of the fifth. James Wood digging in for the Nationals.
Come on, James.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
Let's go, James.
Misses off the plate. Ball 2. And that one fouled off. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 3. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
And ball 4 there. Tying run is on base.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
That's a slider for a strike.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
Tying run is at first. Last half of inning number 5. Swings and misses, struck him out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Now it's the DH, Masataka Yoshida. Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Out of here. A shot to the opposite field. That's his 3rd home run of the series. And they lead it. It's 3-2. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. When you have a team that hits home runs at such a high rate, they can get back in the ball game so quickly. That's why that leadoff walk.
And the Pirates manager making his way to the mound now. Garrett Clevenger into the game.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
That's in there. And that is strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Way inside, gets out of the way. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. There's a line drive to left field. 2 away now.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
2 outs, base is empty. Jarren Duran digging in for the Nationals. In the air, right side of the infield. And that'll do it. Nats pick up a pair in the inning on this 2-run homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching the Sunday Night Showcase on MLB The Show. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. New pitcher on here, Trevor Williams. This is his 3rd time out this year. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. This one in the air, center field. Duran settles underneath it, and there's one down.
Up next to the Pirates, the center fielder, number 24,
Willie Mays digging in now. That one fouled hard the other way. The Nats leading by a run, and we're the top half of the 6th. Chases that one upstairs.
Well, you know this guy wants a pitch up, something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall. But you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
Yes, he did. That's a swing.
the batter number 6, second baseman, Marquez.
And that misses. And it's 1-0. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the tying run is on base.
Up next to the Pirates, the third baseman.
Next to hit, Kazuma Okamoto. And a foul ball. The 0-1. In the air, right field. And that is that. One hit, one left. 6, 7, 8, 2 in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Nationals 3 and the Pirates 2. Back here in Nationals Park, bottom of the 6th inning. Ernie Clement digging in for the Nationals. On a line, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation. Well, these Nats putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
The 1-1.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at-bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Alvarez under it. Brings it in.
Up next for the Nationals, the right fielder, Ichiro Suzuki.
One out man at first. Ichiro Suzuki digging in for the Nationals.
Used the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
That one almost got him. Line drive, and this might be trouble. And that one's going to get into the corner. Clement rounds third, headed for the plate. And they lead by 2.
Well done. Drives in the run. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
That one in the dirt and gets away. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring. Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
One away with a runner at third here in the bottom of the 6th. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's got a chance. That one hops off the wall. 1 run will score.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So the Nets lineup turns over. James Wood dig. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move. Josh Hader gets the ball now.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
And first offering is fouled off. Hader, he's got some good and some bad. The positive is he doesn't walk very many guys. But, Chris, the problem is that he is prone to giving up some homers. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Man at first, 1 away.
Let's go, James.
Going 2 now.
Now, a manager can see it pretty early just by the swings that players are taking, whether they're fouling the ball back. If they're on time, the front foot is down. When you see that, probably don't want to leave him in too long.
Chaparro over at first with 1 away. This to third. Here's Marte for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. We're through 6 full. It's the Nationals 5 and the Pirates 2. This is the Sunday night showcase on MLB The Show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
Power slider guy, Boog. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Well, Boog, yet another solid performance, all while keeping that hitting streak alive. What a run he's on right now.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count is 2-0. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. They'll keep their remaining challenge. The 1-1. Swings and misses at one down below the zone.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Gets him to chase after that one. The Buccos trailing by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. He swings and fouls one off. Here's the 0-2. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Next offering upstairs. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Cal Raleigh, the next Pirate to hit. He's already homered in this game.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's the second out.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with, but they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there.
Pitching change here, P.J. Pooley.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Snap throw to first. Lindor back in there. And the lefty with the 0-1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. The 2-2 on the way. Up and in. Look out.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
3-2 now. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat. So one left for Pittsburgh. They trail at 5-2. Back in Washington, D.C., bottom of the seventh, C.J. Abrams digging in for the Nationals. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Hader, multi-time All-Star. He features a two-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. That one pushed foul. One, two now. Fights it off. He'll see another. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Outside with a breaking ball. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. So the call stands. Still one challenge left for them. And a payoff pitch. Fly ball pretty well struck right field. Carrying well. And caught on the warning track.
Up next for the Nationals, the designated hitter number 34, Masataka.
Next for the Nationals is the DH, Masataka Yoshida. Can't forget the two-run shot he launched out of here in the fifth.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
First pitch, and he has to get out of the way.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
The 2-1. And the slider just misses. What a stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Up next for the Nationals, the catcher, K-Burke. Ruhi.
Come on, Keebert.
That's a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Well, he waited until the seventh, but that's the knock that'll extend his hitting streak. Singy, how much does it weigh on your mind when you're coming to the plate in the late innings with a streak going?
Yeah, quite a bit, and a hitter's supposed to say he's only focused on the current at-bat, but man, honestly, it's hard not to know that if you don't come up with the hit, your streak's over, so it's there at least in the back of your mind.
Now batting Jarren Duran. Just missed. Challenge from behind the dish here. Pretty close, but it was a ball. So that removes their last challenge. Just missed. Ruiz off of first with 2 away. And that's in there for a strike. The slider that finds the mark. Duran wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball, and it's going to stay a strike. No challenges left for them now. The 3-1. And a foul ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
The batter, number 22, second baseman.
And the Pirates manager making his way to the mound now. Sir Anthony Dominguez is checked into the game.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
That misses, and that's ball 1. Dominguez. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Ground ball left side and foul ball.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
2 on, 2 outs. Jose Tena in the on-deck circle for the Nats. Payoff pitch. Hard hit to third. Bounces it to first, but he digs it out, and the inning is over. So the Nats leave a pair. They're still out in front, 5-2. For the top of the 8th, and now the right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
The 1-1. Swings and misses at the sweeper. Check swing, didn't go. 3 balls, 2 strikes. High fly ball, right field. And there's 1 down.
Up next to the Pirates, the first baseman, number 5.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Nick Gonzalez looking to start something with 1 gone. The 1-0. This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 down. Up next for the Pirates, Willie Mays. 0 for 3 in this one. Out towards right center field. Durant on his way over. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Nationals 5 and the Pirates 2. It's the Sunday night showcase on MLB. Now into the ball game on defense, Tyrone Taylor. He takes over as the new first baseman. The new pitcher in the game, Zach Littell.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Alvarez under it. And there's one down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Up next for the Nationals, the right fielder, Ichiro Suzuki.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Swung on, popped up left side. Okamoto. And there's two away.
Up next for the Nationals, the first baseman.
Two down, base is empty. Next to hit for the Nats, Andres Chaparro. And a slider in there for a strike. Strike two.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Offense held in check there through 8 full. Nationals out front here, 5-2. You're watching the Sunday Night Showcase on MLB The Show. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Clayton Beeter.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here. Even with really good velocity, two-seam fastball up in the zone to a left-handed hitter. Even though that velocity's good, you see it really well.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And he'll just eat it, so that's an infield knock.
Got on plane with that pitch, not as far away, but out there a little bit, but he let it travel, tracked it, didn't try to pull it. And that's something that can help you get going, get on track. Maybe a little bit too late in this ball game, but never know.
Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Pirates, Jackson Merrill.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
And that's in there for strike one.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Beeter in his second season, 27 years old. And he was a second-round pick in 2020. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
Very big at bat coming up as Shohei Ohtani steps into the box.
Some impressive numbers coming in, and he's continued to produce today, Boog. I guess that's why we featured him at the top of the broadcast. hit streak just chugging along.
The tying run at the plate.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Here's a 1-1. And there's a ball. The 2-1. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. One runs in. Another comes in to score. And now they trail by one. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make it. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Mitchell Parker.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. Just off the inside edge. On the ground to short, could be two. Abrams to second. They get the double play, and just one out to go now.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Last chance now for the Pirates. And here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. He's already homered here in this one. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So the tying run reaches with two away. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Making a move at first. Pirates going with a pinch runner, Kyle Teal. Line, and that's a base hit. Lead runner hangs on at second as the potential tying run moves into scoring position.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Critical at bat coming up, and in steps Aaron Judge. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Let's go, Mitchell.
They're down to their final strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Nice grab. Throw to first, and what a play. Ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us for the Game of the Week.